Hi everybody, welcome to Into the Word with Phil. Thank you so much for joining me. God bless your hearts, God bless your hearts. Today I want to share a dream that I had. But before I do, I'm going to read two passages of scripture. Check this out, this is so good. So we're looking at 1 Peter 5:8. This is what it says. Be sober, be vigilant. Why? Because your adversary, who, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. The devil is walking about like a roaring lion, seeking who he can devour. Another scripture, John 10:10. The thief comes not except but for one reason, to steal; another reason, to kill; another reason, to destroy. Okay, now many of you know these scriptures. Now the dream I had the other day, it was so scary, if I can say it like that. When I woke up, I was quite troubled within my spirit. This is what it was. I was at home. There were a couple of family members at home with me. Two people got into our house. I don't know how. I didn't open the door. I didn't unlock the door. They were in the house. They were fiddling around with what I think was either a light fixture or a smoke or carbon monoxide alarm. After a few minutes, I realized that these two people, they were not legitimate. They should not have been there. I ushered them out. I was so scared, I was terrified, so I ushered them out. And before I ushered them out, I asked the people who were in the house with me to call the police. I said, look, we need to call the police. Call the police, call the police. I was terrified. There was fear. I was terrified. I didn't know what was going to happen had those two people stayed in the house. So I said, call the police, call the police. But the people who I was with, they were chilled out. They were just relaxed. There was no sense of urgency. They could not sense any danger. Again, later on in the dream, there was a group of people now in the back garden. A few minutes later, one person appeared at the patio door. I don't know how. Again, I didn't open the door. I did not leave it unlocked. The door was open. His head was through the door. And again, I was saying to the people who I was with, call the police, call the police. You know, this is a frightening thing. It's the kind of thing that you see on TV. It's the kind of thing that you see in a movie when you have intruders trying to get into the house. The people in the house are absolutely terrified. So I'm saying in the dream now, call the police, call the police. There's someone trying to get in. We don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. He could harm us. He could kill us even. He could murder us. We need to get the police here. We need to get the police here. Again, the people who I was with, there was no urgency. They could not sense any danger. They were chilled out, just chilling. And I'm there frantic, terrified, frightened. Call the police, call the police. Do I have to call the police myself? Again, nothing. So I had a hammer, I don't know where it came from, and I struck the table with the hammer. There was no damage to the table. Again, I could sense that the people who were in the house with me, they would not have minded if I was not there. And I'm terrified, and I'm saying, call the police, call the police. There's no telling what can happen to us. I woke up and I was troubled within my heart. I was troubled within my spirit. I knew straight away what the dream meant. I knew straight away what the dream meant. The people who were trying to come into the house, they were trying to do some harm to us. They were trying to cause disruption to us. The first two, I managed to usher out. The second one tried to get in. The people who were in the house with me, they represented believers who have no sense of urgency with their faith. The people, the intruders who were trying to come in, they represented the devil. Now, the point is this: there are many people who are under the attack of the devil. The Bible, I've just read 2 scriptures, tells us, number 1, the thief comes. He has a reason. What is the reason? He wants to steal. He wants to kill. He wants to destroy. The other passage, it tells us that the enemy, the devil, is walking around looking for people who he can devour. There are many people who are under the attack of the enemy and they don't know. There are many people who will come under the attack of the enemy and they won't even realize. The devil, the enemy, he attacks us in our physical bodies. The devil, the enemy, he attacks us in our minds. The devil, the enemy, he attacks us in our relationships. And we go through these difficult times thinking it is normal, thinking this is how it's supposed to be. Well, I've gone through this relationship breakdown. It's normal. No, the devil is attacking you. There are people who are going through sickness. There are people who are going through illness. There are people who are going through disease. And they think it's normal. They think this is part of life. No, the enemy, the devil, is devouring your health. There are people who are troubled in their minds. They cannot get their minds right. And they think it's normal. They think this is part of who they are. No, it's not. The devil is attacking your mind. But you have to be strong in your faith. You have to have a sense of urgency in your Christian walk. You have to really be up on it. You have to get with the program, because if you don't, you will be under the attack, or you are already under the attack of the enemy and you don't even know. There's no sense of urgency with faith. There's no sense of urgency in Christianity. There's no sense of urgency in your walk with God. So what do you have to do? You have to spend time with Him on a regular basis, every day, every week, every month, every year. Spend time with Him. Don't wait before the enemy attacks you, before you get on your hands and knees and pray. Be prayed up, be close to God, and you will know when the attack comes. You will be able to recognize it, and you will be able to usher it out of your life. It won't come on you. You can push it out. Okay, so that's what we all have to do. The message is for me as much as it is for you. Let's not come under the attack of the enemy. Let's have a sense of urgency regarding our walk with Jesus. God bless your hearts. God bless your hearts. God bless your hearts.